Namaste, salutations, and greetings. Yeah, that is my sigh of relief that Monday is over. Hello, JC. Welcome to the show. You know what? I hate Mondays. That is a term for a real reason. Mondays suck.
Yep. I agree. No, Mondays are horrible.
Mondays suck. There's no doubt about it. But you're over Monday. It's done. And we are here to put something positive in your Monday. And, I love you guys. You guys are great. Thank you for tuning in. Lance, hi, my buddy. Hi, my buddy. Working on those videos. Tougher than I thought it was going to be, but it's coming along. It's coming along. Dawn, hello, good evening. Well, let me see if I can get Momma Roachee involved in this early.
Maybe.
One job.
I'm doing stuff.
One job.
This show is brought to you by Master Roachee's Garden, MasterRoachee'sGarden.com, where you can find all your hemp derivative needs, from your beard oil to your CBD muscle rub, your vape carts, your disposables, your gummies, and your simple syrup. MasterRoachee'sGarden.com.
Look at that, Momma Roachee. Multitasking. Didn't think you'd ever see that.
Trying to multitask.
Did you? Also, I am never sharing my popcorn seasoning with her again.
See, you got me all screwed up.
Ever again. She said, "Where's your popcorn seasoning?" I gave it to her. Instead of popping the lid that has the shaker top, she unscrewed it and dumped half the bottle in her bag of popcorn.
It was an accident.
Tub of popcorn. Anyway, by the time she got done, she was wearing a black hoodie. And yeah, she was covered in popcorn dust from head to toe.
Butter flavoring.
So no more. I'll tell you what, we have a beautiful, beautiful guest with us tonight. She is doing things that I think are just so important in the industry.
Me too.
Because I love it. It's like a renaissance that people are starting to talk and noticing about what they're consuming again. Back when I was little, a lot of it.
Were you little?
I was Lidl.
Lidl?
I was Lidl. Back when I was Lidl, it was a lot of farm or market to table. And, there was a lot of education in what you were eating and, growing your own vegetables and stuff. And I love that we're starting to get concerned again about what we're ingesting, how we're ingesting, and all of the nasty stuff that comes with it. Tucker, hello. So we have Summer Parker with us, and she is doing some amazing stuff.
Yes, she is. Absolutely amazing.
So Steve-O is engineering the show tonight. That's why everything looks so amazing. So give big props out to Steve-O, producer and engineer of tonight's show. So without further ado. Let's bring on Summer on up here.
Adwa.
Namaste, Summer. Yes, you see, I speak many different foreign languages. And that's just one of them. I'm quite fluent, as you can tell. First, tell us who you are and kind of what you do, and then let's go through the magic time machine and go back to the beginning on how you got started.
You mean you want to go down a rabbit hole?
Oh, of course. I love rabbit holes.
Right. So that's what going in the time machine is. So yeah, like you said, my name is Summer Parker, and I'm out of Oklahoma. I formulated a advocacy group with my boyfriend called Patients for Safe Access of Oklahoma. And we are an advocacy group who is a group of patients who decided to take the quality of our medical cannabis back into our own hands. And we did that because it started out as a super personal journey for him and I. I was having some health complications. I was in the hospital. We didn't really know what was going on. We what was wrong. The doctors really couldn't figure anything out either. And so upon starting to be inquisitive about the things that we were consuming, we found out that some of the products that we were consuming could have potentially had contaminants in them. So we were like, okay, we're going to submit that for independent testing, and whenever we first started this group, and even up to today, we're pretty much 100% self-funded, I would say. We've had a small amount of donations compared to what we spent funding this project. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? And so we started testing the products that we were consuming, and lo and behold, the set of testings that we did, we received some products that had failed for pesticides. And we were pretty shocked by that, because not only were we like consuming these products, but at the time, he and I were both in sales and promotions, and he was actually working for one of the companies, and so that was a big deal for us, because not only were we enjoying consuming those products, but we had helped to, push those products into the market to some degree. So that was like, what the hell, egg on your face, plus you got poisoned. You know what I mean?
Kind of a difficult position to find yourself in.
It really was. It really was. And so, needless to say, we continued testing, and we tested other brands, and we just kept testing and kept testing. And we found more products that were failing in the medical marijuana market. And so that has, led us to testing other markets as well, because now we're testing into the Delta 8 and THCA market as well, which is a super frustrating market to be in and test in. There's not a lot of regulation. There's not a lot of guidance. There's not a lot of, threshold requirements, things like that. Most of the things that are in that market are only tested for cannabinoid profile only. And so they're not even actually testing for pesticides and heavy metals. So when we're going and purchasing the stuff at the retail shelf at these vape shops, bodega stores, and every gas station on the damn corner in the U.S. now, it seems like, you know what I mean, where you can buy this stuff. And it's coming back being over 0.3% Delta 9, which puts it, non-compliant to the 2018 Farm Bill, meaning that they're selling these products under the guise of it being compliant in the 2018 Farm Bill. I think there's a lot of labs in that industry that are compliant in providing results that are compliant to products that aren't. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of falsified COAs out there.
We understand that completely, because we were selling THC pre-rolls ourselves and decided that because of the loopholes and the laws, it may test at harvest for 0.03% THC, but as it sits on your shelf and as you're out vending, as the heat hits it, it's going to go up, and you're not going to be compliant, and that looks bad on us.
It's just too difficult to navigate all of, and we're multi-state, so trying to navigate all the different loopholes was just going to get impossible. But we're more in the CBD business, which is even crazier than some of that, because there is, again, little or no regulation, and without voluntary testing. And yes, there's a lot of incorrect. I'm not going to say falsified. I would never say somebody would falsify their COA, but it may be incorrect out there that they are showing to consumers. And I'm glad that you're kind of acting as a watchdog in this. This is wonderful.
Well, thank you. It's been an interesting rabbit hole to be down. We started this journey in May of 2023. And we actually didn't formulate the advocacy group until August of 2024. And so, it's been the first year that we were doing this. It was kind of like banging our heads against the wall in the industry within our own community. We didn't have a lot of support and encouragement. The first year, I think a lot of people actually were like kind of pissed off at us for even like bringing it to light, you know what I mean? Or trying to.
Right.
It's not a way to win a lot of friends out there, especially if you find their product is a little sketchy.
Right.
And what I try to say in that essence is that, we're not out there trying to say that every company is out there doing something nefariously or with ill intent. We understand that there are circumstances that cause these, tests to fail, whether it be the soil, the water, the nutrients, lots of different things can cause that fail. We're not saying you're doing something intentionally wrong. We're just saying when there is a problem, like, don't put the shit in the market. You know what I mean? Like, don't
Right.
COA to put your bad boo boo shit on it.
And we should all be concerned about what we're putting in our bodies.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
have you had any of the companies that you found have some of these issues? Have they come back and said thank you? For bringing it to attention?
He laughs like
I know, dumb question, but you got to ask.
Yes, we did. We had at least one company, and I can say that because the owner of that company was actually glad to be informed that product that was at the retail shelf didn't match, what he had put out there. He was glad to know that information, and even though we have our independent testing, we also tell people don't take that to be gold. Okay. We encourage you to go get your own independent testing, or as a brand to submit for retesting for some of the product that has made it to the retail shelves. There's 100 things that can be done here to have a check and balance system, right? And so that's what we're able to do.
Exactly. You know what? We are going to take a short musical interlude. Big word for me tonight.
Yes.
A little Jack Daniel, I do believe, is what Steve-O has up his sleeve for us this evening. In fact, I think we are going to do a Trip Jack night tonight. We love being able to help working musicians get heard, get noticed. So please, like all these other great creators, artists in our community, stop by, give them a like, give them a follow. It means the world to a creator to have that.
I'm finally done.
So, all right, without any more ado.
Without further ado.
So some tunes, Steve-O.
That's a hilarious comment made about
Sits down in his rocking chair, staring out a window pane. Takes a good long look at the town, notices that nothing's changed. Heads down to the water hole, he's looking just to quench his thirst. Knows damn well when he gets down there, it's only making matters worse. He's grown tired, we've always been alone. He's grown tired of always getting stoned. Well, he's got a few lessons to learn, and there ain't enough gas for all the bridges to burn. And he hopes somebody's gonna take him home. Yeah, he hopes somebody's gonna take him home. Just when it seems all hope is lost, the light breaks through the door. There's a dark-eyed, brown-haired beauty of a gal that nobody's seen before. Orders up a double round of crown, she takes a look around the place. as she stares that jukebox down. She says, boy, they're all the same. She's grown tired of always being alone. She's grown tired of always getting stoned. Well, she's got a few lessons to learn, and there ain't enough gas for all the bridges to burn. And she hopes somebody's gonna take her home. Yeah, she hopes somebody's gonna take her home. Daylight turns to evening, the jukebox still turned on, and neither one is leaving till the others had their fun. 'Cause they've grown tired of always being alone. They've grown tired of always getting stoned. Yeah, they got a few lessons to learn, and there ain't enough gas for all the bridges to burn. Somebody's gonna take them home. Yeah, they hope somebody's gonna take them home.
Again, he is so terrible about unmuting himself.
Yeah, we're muted. That was Jack Daniel with Take 'Em Home. Love Jack Daniel. You can just definitely kick back and relax with him. We are here with Summer Parker. Can we bring up her logo or website there, Steve-O, and let people know where to find her?
Where to find her?
Absolutely. We heard about Summer and Patients for Safe Access through the Canniverse Awards, which they have been nominated. And
For advocacy, I believe.
yeah.
I believe maybe, is that the only one? I would have to look. For advocacy.
Best new content creator as well.
Oh, and best new content creator. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. This Canniverse Awards is really turning into something, getting a lot of people noticed, and it's because it's for people like you that this award show was put together to thank kind of the unsung people, backbone of the community that are out there and are educating and are working on advocacy and entertaining everybody that has built the cannabis community to what it is. There's no big awards for that, not like grow-offs and genetics and edibles. So, yeah, it's a chance for the people that are kind of in the trenches, so to speak, to get a little recognition. So, congratulations to being a nominee on that, and I wish you the best of luck.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, now he's got breath.
So now, when you said that you started this, you guys being in the industry and all, you were already pretty used to looking at COAs and talking about this language. So where was that tipping point that you decided to really start looking? You mentioned it briefly at the introduction, but what really got you into doing this kind of big time in the cannabis community?
Again, I mean, May 2023, just being in the hospital and not knowing what was going on, and testing that first set of products that we were, we had been given some information about some of the products that we were consuming, and we were specifically told, hey, test these products because I believe that this is a contaminated situation. And so that's what we did. And it's kind of an odd thing because that same synopsis is carried through, where we have patients now that end up calling us, or bud tenders or owners or operators or something like that, that may or may not have a concern about a batch of, product or something in their store for sale. We do get patients that call that have had adverse health reactions to products, and sometimes, it can be attributed to the pesticide contamination or heavy metal contamination, or, sometimes it's not. So it just depends.
Yeah, you would think that the dispensaries would be really interested in the information that you would be providing.
We have some that are definitely super supportive. We've had a couple that, were like a little more standoffish. And I think the reason for that is that in our state, being as obviously we as patients can't go buy from a wholesaler, we have to purchase through a retail establishment. And so when a retail establishment ends up, we test their products and say it has a pesticide fail for one of the pre-rolls, right? Well, then eventually probably OMA is probably going to come in and talk to them and have them pull that batch, or, want to see the, backlog to how they got the product, etc., however it may be. So I think sometimes they think that they're going to get in trouble for what we're doing, but we always try to put it out there that this is in no way the fault of the retail establishments. When you find pesticides and heavy metals in a product, it was either there when it came to you or it wasn't, as a dispensary and to the patient from there. So
yeah, I mean, pesticides can cause all kinds of neurological damage. And I mean, we all know what heavy metals, by consuming those, it's
and we're all fighting to get heavy metals out of our system.
Yeah.
Right.
And heavy metal poisoning is kind of a multi-generational thing now. And, trying to get it out of all the stuff that we eat and consume is going to be a heavy lift. But now you were spreading out beyond, like you said, beyond just cannabis, and you were about to tell me something backstage. So why don't we get into that? What how you thought we originally saw you?
Oh yeah.
Well, let me comment on the neurological deficits thing real quick, because the guy laughing in the background, he wasn't laughing about a year and a half ago either, when he was in the hospital, and he ended up with some neurological deficits with lack of feeling in one side of his face, his head. And, at first we thought, okay, well, it's 100% due to like contaminated cannabis products. We're identifying them as we're going, right? But, we had to look a little bit further with him, because he also is a cigar tobacco consumer. And so we decided to test the cigars that he was consuming. And that was white owl and that was white grape, flavored. And we honestly just threw a packet of them in randomly with some THCA products that we had purchased from the same gas station. Okay. And he was like, hey, what the hell? I'll just throw it in here for the hell of it. Man, a little bit of a shocker. We were kind of, and again, so let me state this though. So these are tested to MMJ standards, because finding the tobacco standards thresholds has not been easy to identify. I don't know that actually set standards for inhalable for this, but either way, so these are set to MMJ standards by Oklahoma standards. Okay. And so we had 2 failing for pesticides and 3 failed heavy metals in there. And that to me just was like, what the hell? And so I put that data out there to Facebook land, the internet web, and that stuff took off like crazy. I want to say that post has been shared close to 3,000 times now.
Wow.
It's definitely took off. She's making pizza.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to find out and share that out.
Absolutely share it out. Yeah.
Share that out, because that's a favorite wrap for a lot of people.
For a lot of people, yeah.
And a lot of people on that post on other shared peoples, they're like, oh, well, why are you surprised by this? Why are you shocked by this? Well, why are you not? You know
You
what
know,
I
I
mean? Like,
kind of agree with that. I mean, my family grew tobacco, so I know what goes into like harvesting it and growing it, harvesting it, stripping it, those kind of things.
right.
And there's so much tar and everything else. The testing for pesticides, I mean, you wouldn't even think about it because you're dealing with so much else in the processing of it.
I can't even find where they've updated any regulations in the tobacco industry in over
And I
40
don't think
years.
they have.
Yeah.
That's
The last
actually
update, I think the last thing they did with the tobacco regulations was where they switched it from to the fire safe paper. Do you remember that? It's been
I don't know. She looks very young.
yeah, you're very young. About 20 years ago,
80.
about 20 years ago, the tobacco industry, they changed their regulations and didn't change any of the regulations, but the stipulation was for a product to be sold in the United States, it had to be produced with fire safe paper. Well, that fire safe paper, I mean, what paper is fire safe? So they're adding chemicals to the paper, so you're ingesting more chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only regulation in tobacco that I think is even updated in the last 20 years.
So that's a
Well, no.
travesty. Like, that's an inhalable, consumable product. That's a consumable agricultural market. Like, why are we not doing anything? You want to know why? Because
know
big
why.
tobacco pays off the politicians not to go to work on Friday.
Well, and it's all owned by Big Tobacco. So Big Tobacco
Right.
owns all these small, minute companies, you know, just like big pharma, just like big cannabis. It's all these bigger companies coming out and they get away with it because of the lobbyists.
Well, and they also give these small companies offers they can't refuse.
Yeah.
You
So,
know.
Barbara, would it give a person seizures if taking bad product? Absolutely, it could give a person seizures. You know what I mean? So the side effects to some of these contaminants is absolutely horrible. You know, I think sometimes people are like, oh, well, it's in our foods. It's in our foods. And absolutely, you're right. We should be pissed about that too. However, our bodies at least have the ability to detoxify what we ingest versus what we're inhaling. There's a big difference.
All right. Well, time flies when you're having a groovy time. All right. we have another Jack Daniels song coming called Devil Woman. And
Oh, I like this
and then we were not sent any notification on if we had a song with devil and woman in the title to play it tonight. So no. And then it's going to be followed up by a quick promo of Groove Train, the new Friday night show. So we will be in just a couple of minutes. This is considered your intermission. So go to the bathroom, pack one, do whatever you need, but be back here in a few minutes.
All right. Catch you in a sec. I'm going to get my cup.
Was out for a walk. Was late in the night. I saw a woman dressed in white. Her hair was coal black. Smile was sly. Knew right away what she wanted for my life. They call her the devil's woman. They call her mistress of sin. They call her the devil's woman. I see her She don't walk, she only glides, and turn a man to stone with the blink of an eye. She's an angel, she don't want your love. This kind of angel, she ain't from above. They call her the devil's woman. They call her the mistress of sin. They call her the devil's woman. And I can't wait till I see her again.
Tickets, please. All aboard the Groove Train.
Hop aboard, we're on the move. Master Roachee and Momma got the groove. Ashley and Steve-O too. Bring the vibe, you know what to do. Nancy's here, the grow expert queen, teaching us to keep it green. Peace, love, community vibe. Cannabis life, come feel the high. Light it up, let's break the chain. Hop on board the groove train. Laugh, learn, and elevate. It's the podcast world's ultimate escape. Groove train, yeah, we're rolling on. Peace and love, the vibe is strong. Cannabis crew, we're where you belong. Groove train, come and sing along. Hey, groove train, now we're rolling on. Story shared, the laughter flows. Good vibes sprout where the knowledge grows. From growing tips to life advice, this train's a journey through paradise. So spark it up, relax your mind. We're spreading love, the healing kind. Steve-O, Ashley, Roachee fam. Nancy's here, we've got the jam. Light it up, let's break the chain. Hop on board the groove train. Laugh, learn, and elevate. It's the podcast world's ultimate escape. Groove train, yeah, we're rolling on. Peace and love, the vibe is strong. Cannabis crew, we're where you belong. Groove train, come and sing along. Her groove train, feel the rhythm and flow. With Steve-O and Ashley, we're good to go. Master and Momma, the love is real. Nancy grows the green, she's got the skill. Groove train, it's a family thing. Peace, love, and cannabis, let's all sing. Yeah.
You're standing on the platform. Destination unknown. Only one way to get there. All aboard the Groove Train.
Yeah, Steve-O has unmuted us.
Very good.
Yeah, it takes on Friday nights at 9 o'clock for a 90-minute ride on the Groove Train. Also, Cannaverse Awards coming to you live
From Kansas City Cannabis.
on April 19th. So if you're in the Kansas City area, come and hang out with us. And the Cannaverse Awards will be coming live from Kansas City Canna Fest. And just to kick it off, we will be at Irish Fest here in about month and a half.
March 15th.
March 15th.
March 15th, we will
March
be
15th.
with the Knock Network and all of your favorite personalities from the Knock Network. March 15th, we will be at Irish Fest.
So, hello, Clayton Miles. Hello, Carla. Everybody, we've been slow on that. Kim Cooper is in there. We are back with Sonny
Summer.
Parker.
Don't mind him. He's high.
Start one out for the prohibition state of Indiana.
That's all right. I was talking with the hippie the other night, and he kept calling me Amber. It was cute.
He was high too.
So yeah, we were talking about the white owl white grape there, and that kind of was going to lead me into something else that I was going to let you guys know.
Absolutely, yeah, I want to hear all about it because I know I watched your live the other day. So go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah, so just like with the white owl white grape and the other things that we've tested where people have led us to test other things, on that same post there was a lot of people asking us to test different hemp wraps and papers and cones and all types of stuff, right? And so I want to just say that I have over 20 different wraps, papers, and cones going in for testing in the next 5 days or so. I've got to be able to get to the hour and a half south to the testing lab to get it there again. So anyways, and some of that stuff is, like zigzags and Dutches and hemp zones and camos and twisted hemp and hemp bodega boys and colors and royal blunts. They're hemparillos, and other products.
Everything that everybody likes to use.
Yeah, everything that, people have suggested. There were some other things that have been suggested I haven't been able to go pick up yet, so I'll be doing some more shopping. But yeah, I mean, the good thing is...
Are you still, other than the few donations that you get, you're still doing all this out of pocket?
Yes. So my boyfriend believes so much in what we're doing that he has literally sold almost every asset he owns doing this and funding this journey and this cause. We even rent the room. We rent a room at the state capitol every couple of months, and we host a meeting up there. And, that's a out-of-pocket expense to him, just... The testing, we were fortunate to get paired up with a really great testing lab here in our state who offers us the pesticide. Yeah, they offer us the pesticide and heavy metal for the patient cause reasons at no cost, which is great to us, Yeah. If you need a full panel on something, then, there's an expense required with that. They'll do potency sometimes for us as well here and there. If that's the concern that the person has is potency, so they're really great about doing that. Patients are able to call them directly and, have products, tested through them. Owners, operators are able to say, hey, I have, a concern about a product in my store, and they can call. We hope that other labs will, eventually join on with that on the no cost side of it, which is hard to do. Not every lab can jump on that board and, give it a cost. The OMMA is actually fixing to have a QA lab. Our state has not had a QA lab thus far. And so we are getting a QA lab, and that's coming through, I believe, February 1st is when they plan to debut that out. And so we're hoping that there will be, more patient testing opportunities, obviously, through the regulatory agency as well.
Oh, yeah. That
Absolutely.
would be great. Now, Steve-O, can you pop up again where
I have it pinned down at the bottom of the chat.
Because you were putting all of this stuff out, but then you're having some issues by getting, trying to get your information out.
Your posts are being reported. Yeah.
Tell us about that, Summer.
So, I don't know if it was necessarily the posts were being reported or it was me not really doing. There was a couple things I messed up on. I said THC together in my wording because of things being THCA products. And so I think that's one of the things that caused problems. Not saying that was for educational purposes only was another issue. And as I'm sitting there trying to like edit the post and get them fixed, you know, they're like steadily pulling my shit down.
Well, and that's kind of it's kind of going on right now with a lot of like the cannabis posts and stuff, and they're
It is. You can search
pulling
cannabis.
a lot of groups and a lot of stuff down, and you just have to be super careful about how you word things.
Yeah, so actually the ones that they pulled down, I chose not to repost until after this episode here, just to make sure that my account didn't get jacked up between A and B. But you know, I mean, actually, I think they
that's
help.
very smart.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, that's very smart to to wait just a second to see what they're going to do. We've had our go arounds a few times with Facebook on some stuff
Because we do sell CBD products. So,
well, as a matter of fact, one job.
And as a matter of fact, this show's brought to you by Master Roachee's Garden, MasterRoachee'sGarden.com, where you can find all of your hemp derivative needs, from our vape carts to our disposables, our gummies, our CBD tinctures, oil tinctures, our
you just
our beard oil and our muscle rub.
She doesn't do this very well. We start out with our full spectrum CBD, and then we add cannabinoids back in for different things you might use it for, such as anxiety and stress reduction. We have one for sleep that works with your endocannabinoid system, does not contain diphenhydramine or melatonin.
Nope, just CBN.
But you don't really tell anybody about the products. You just name off the products.
Because that's my one job.
Why should we care? That's why you should
that's
care.
my one job.
Yeah. If you're gonna add CBD to your health routine, add Master Roachee's Garden. And if they're not carrying Master Roachee's Garden products at your favorite retailer, ask them why.
Why not? And all of our COAs for our products are available on our website.
And if Summer ever wants to check our products out,
I will gladly send her some to test.
Yeah, we would be more than happy to go with voluntary testing. Absolutely, because I would love to know what another lab says.
Right. I mean, we use the same testing lab.
I think that would be amazing, actually.
Yeah, we use the testing lab we use is out of Chicago. So because that's where our producer is that produces our blends. And but I'd love to send you some samples for you to try. Like I said, we have a sleep blend, we have a CBG blend. That is our golden medley that we recommend for people that do a lot of sitting, that have a lot of inflammation, and also people that are going through cancer treatments and are on a FICO regimen. We suggest that, as well as being on a FICO regimen, that they be on a full spectrum CBD regimen.
Do you offer any canine CBD products?
We don't sell any ourselves. I do carry one when we're out vending that a friend of ours out of Chicago makes. Mr. CBD of Chicago. His canine blend is amazing, and he's a friend of ours, and we just don't compete.
Yeah,
we just help promote his.
Yeah, we kind of agreed on a non-compete on a couple of things.
Couple of items, yeah, because he carries our products as well.
Yeah.
But he makes excellent pet CBD and an excellent pet CBD treat. So if you need a recommendation, I'll give you one.
And that was one of the things we had talked about doing very early on. But yeah, we're letting it. We kind of stay with the human CBD, and we'll let other people work with the animal, because it's as you know, it's two totally different worlds. Formulations, dosages, and everything for animals is completely different
than it is for humans. Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know how to dose for animals. I'm not, I'm not knowledgeable in that area. So I think it's best we stay away from
pet CBD,
CBD and stick with human.
Right.
Because he would be the one that would overdose them so that they go to sleep. Because that's how he is. Like my dog, he's like, oh, she's a dog.
So, you know,
So I was going
So
to tell you, I forgot to give you guys my LinkedIn link. So after this video closes, I'll add it in the comments in there too, because even though some of the stuff was pulled from Facebook, it is on my LinkedIn over there. And so,
Absolutely. And we're streaming on LinkedIn now.
yeah.
yeah.
So you can tell people who you are on LinkedIn and where to find you on LinkedIn.
I think it's just under my name, under Summer Parker. I don't think it's under anything funky.
So cool. So Summer, what do you, you know, where do you think this is in your all's minds? Where would you like this to progress to? What would you like to see this movement look like in a year?
I would like to see regulations in the Delta 8 THCA market. I think that the movement that we're seeing currently in the gas stations, bodega stores, and vape shops is similar to the K2 spice movement. It's an unregulated product, an untested product. I say untested because, you know, it's not tested usually for pesticides and heavy metals and things like that. And so I do feel like this product is, you know, also impacting our medical cannabis market greatly in retail dispensary sales and production and things like that. We have, you know, people that maybe it's too tough with the regulations in the medical side, so they let their medical license go and then they flip over to the hemp sector thinking that they'll, you know, do it over there instead, you know. And so, I mean, we lose, you know, in my opinion, in that way. So I think there needs to be regulations on that. I think they need to quit bottlenecking, you know, our medical programs and bottlenecking our businesses out of business when they're allowing class 1 narcotics to be sold, you know, at retail locations that are not licensed entities.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I agree 100%. And unfortunately, our business, both on the hemp and the cannabis side, have done a poor job on self-regulating. And you know, we are not, as an industry and a group, helping get the bad actors out of our
community.
Yeah, out of our community. You know, we kind of sit by and let everybody kind of do their own thing, which up to a point is a fantastic thing, but you also got to make sure that the people that are acting in the community have the community's best interest at heart.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we do. We do.
Right.
And we've got, you know, tons of legislation coming up, you know, that changes. You know, I'm not sure what you guys have going on up there, but like in Oklahoma, we have a bill currently going through right now that's affecting whether or not, you know, pregnant women would get in trouble for consuming medical cannabis. And that's a big, you know, issue in my opinion, because I do believe there are, you know, some medical conditions that, you know, pregnant women need to, and, you know, not saying
and there's ways of consuming cannabis. And we found this out last night, where cannabis does not enter the bloodstream. It enters the lymphatic system. So that's kind of, you know, something that needs to be brought up in those instances as well.
It does. And so, and I think some of the legislation we also see right now going on down here is they're trying to do purchase limits on us. And they're trying to make it where we can only have 2.5 ounces per week. Now, anyone that makes their medicine at home, you know, makes tinctures, edibles, etc., and maybe they're not a flower inhalable consumer, is going to need more than 2.5 ounces a week, you know, and that's something.
Yeah,
So
especially if you're making your own RSO or tinctures, because that takes a lot of flour to make a small amount.
Yeah.
And then we're also advocating for our veterans to either get like a lifetime license here or a reduced fee licensing, you know, a 5-year license, something like that, where the cost of renewing isn't so less often, for them. Just something to take the burden financially a little bit more away from our veterans. And so that's what we're also advocating for at the moment.
Well, I know both Oklahoma and Missouri are really, really working hard to try to help out the veteran community. And as a veteran, I want to thank you guys for everything what you're doing to serve the veteran communities. It's important, and it means a lot. It means a whole lot to the brothers and sisters out there that know that people actually do care.
Absolutely. There's another group that I am affiliated with. It's Project 22, The War at Home. And that's a group here out of Oklahoma as well. And the founder of that program is a gentleman named Rob Speet. And he has a dispensary here in our state. And basically what we do there is we get dispensaries paired up with growers that are willing to supply the dispensary with 22 bags a month, filled with 22 grams in each bag.
That's right.
22 veterans for 22 cents.
22 cents. Babadoosh.
Yeah, you're working with
James.
Yes. James and Rob are pushing the program together.
Yeah. That is an absolute wonderful
program.
Well, Summer, I want to thank you for taking time with us and coming on and hanging out tonight. Please, let's make sure everybody
please go like and follow Summer and help her continue.
Well, make sure you know where to find her. Patience
right
for Safe
there.
Access.
Patience for Safe.
Hey.
Love you guys.
So, all right, Summer, we will catch up with you in just a couple of minutes.
All right, I'll hang.
Right on. Right on.
I love the laughter coming from the back. I can't help it. It puts a smile on my face.
Right?
All right, you guys make sure you go like and follow Summer Parker and Patients for Safe Access Oklahoma and give them all your support and love.
Absolutely.
And
donate me if you can.
Absolutely.
Good night. Wow, she was a fantastic guest.
I knew she would be. I told you, I saw what Summer was doing, and I thought, oh man, that's freaking amazing.
Yeah, we need, this should be the standard for all states to have a watchdog group
that's looking out for the patients.
Yeah,
and that's what we're all about.
Because unfortunately, you can't trust and believe everything that you read.
No, you cannot.
No, and it's good to have watchdog groups like this out there that are, looking out for the community, looking out for pesticides, looking out for heavy metals. This is a conversation that we should have more often about what's going on and coming out of these grow houses and these, paper factories and
these big companies, because a lot of the products that are being tested are huge companies.
They are. And they also should know better. It's not. It's not like they're a small company and, oops, rookie mistake. Wasn't watching that, wasn't testing for it, but I will now.
And I love the fact that they've. I hate that they're paying for it out of their own pocket, but I love the fact that they're doing it. So. Anyways.
Carla wants to be a heckler in the background someday.
Oh no, I love the laughter in the background.
So is this
Carla, you'll have to come over and laugh in the background. Just cackle from the other room like I used to do.
Yes. Momma Roachee got promoted from being the troll in the corner, who trolled the show from the comfort of her chair, to being right here.
Well, hi, Rasta.
Hello, Rasta. Hello, Rasta.
So, no, Summer was an absolute great guest. You guys, it's Monday. I know Mondays suck, but you know what? It's getting nice outside. Temperatures are coming up.
I don't know about nice.
For a little bit.
I don't know.
Be good to each other. Do good for each other. Smile at someone. You may be the only person that does. What do you have to say?
I've got a lot to say, but we have little time, so I guess I'm going to say a little.
Okay, well, do that.
Well, you know what? I'm just amazed. Every time that we get a guest, I learn so much.
Oh, absolutely.
you know, there are so many wonderful people and creators and stuff that are making up this community. I love everybody. Please go out there and share, follow, like all of your favorite creators, and expand your horizons. Check out these other creators that you've never heard of. Click on them and check them out every once in a while. You'll be surprised at what's out there. It's a vast, fantastic community. And other than that, I will see you all Thursday night for Thursday Night Vibes coming up. So going to be a good time, going to be a very good time.
And then Friday night.
And then Friday night, the Groove Train, and it's going to be moving through a station near you. Jump on and groove with us for 90 minutes. 90 minutes is all we're asking.
All right.
And hopefully you won't regret it like you regretted this last 60. Until then, and as always, peace, love, and good vibes.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Will you love me when I'm sober? Will you still feel the same? Will you tell me when I'm older? With my hair resting in gray? I know that life ain't easy. Never wanted it that way. And the more problems I face here, more important things to say. Love me when I'm sober? Will you still feel the same? Will you tell me when I'm older? When my hair is spinning gray? There are times when I get wasted, till I'm drunk and falling down. And these people have their judgment, so I drink when they're not around. Love me when I'm sober? Will you still feel the same? Will you tell me when I'm older? When my hair is